as I'm getting my streaming going while you guys are thinking about it. So any wins for the week? Anything positive that you can share? I know you have something. I know you have something positive that you can share. All right, so I'm streaming. So I can go ahead first. I had some great wins. I had a former client that actually, and this is Medicare related, I had some other wins too, but I had a client that reached out to me that I met him through one of my other customers, and he ordered, I think he ordered 2 baskets from me at the time. And he's a reorder person. He called me while I was on the call on Monday, and he ordered 2 baskets, one for his sister and one for his daughter. And he actually is also asking about coming on board. So that's a potential team member. So that was one of my wins. I do have a couple more wins for the week, but I want you guys to be able to share. And I know some of you are in situations where you cannot speak. So if you want, you can just type that win in the chat. We will be happy to celebrate you as well. All right. And speaking of celebration, we're going to do a little bit of celebration first because I have my folder with everything organized, you know. But I wanted to celebrate you guys. Oh, hold on 1 second. Let me just grab that. Hold on. Okay, here we go. Perfect. All right, you guys. So I wanted to celebrate you from last month because you guys, seriously, we rocked it out. Hold on. Let me just screen share so you can see some exciting new things. So we want to congratulate Rosie. She is our diamond, one of our diamond stars. I need to put mine up there. Diamond star, and she also earned her golden rule for the month. I don't know if she got her scarf yet or what she's going to do with it, but I know she's going to do something cute because she's a little fashionista there, as you can see. But we want to congratulate her. She's also one of our red jackets. And I know that she also has expressed that she's going to be one of the ones that's coming with us. I don't know if you guys remember what is happening in January. Hold on, let me stop share. So that way you guys can see what I'm showing you. There we go. So January 18 to 21, it is leadership. And let me tell you, you think this probably would be her official, one of her official Mary Kay events. They go all out. And Chillian, I don't know if she's on, but Chillian will tell you that she's worked at Ritz-Carlton and they pull out all the stops. And it's comparable to that because Mary Kay really goes all out to celebrate leaders. And guess what? You can go when you have 10 team members. So DIQ, when you submit and you're in DIQ, they're making an exception. That was the first time I went, you guys. I went as a DIQ. And so that was when they had just started allowing DIQs to go. So take advantage. If that's something you want to work, you probably want to start working towards that now because you would have to submit DIQ by December. That would be the last day. And usually it's by the first of the month that you want to do it. So I would say start working on those team members now and tell them, I want to go to Nashville. And the way I get there is by having 10 people, 10 active on my team. Back in the day when I started, I think it was like 10 qualified, but now it's 10 active that you need to get there. And Alex, I don't think she's on right now, but Alex, Rosie, Chillian, those are the ones that expressed that they would love to go. And listen, even if you don't know how it's going to happen, but you know you want to be there, just send me a message and I will put your name on it. Do you know that they said when you write it down, it increases the chance. It's almost like you're giving it permission to happen. And so if you want to be at Nashville, and I cannot tell you what it's about because you have to be there. It's where you learn from leaders. They shut down places for us. Like when we went to Atlanta, they shut down the Coca-Cola. I think it's a Coca-Cola plant. They shut down the aquarium in Atlanta. It included food. I mean, you can't imagine what they do. And that's why when you meet somebody that has been in Mary Kay before, they always most times want to come back, especially if they're a leader, because they know what it includes. So again, that is January, but now is the time because you need 10 on your team to go, so that you don't have to be a director. The next thing I wanted to show you guys what's happening Monday. So Rosie, we have somebody else that they're having her red celebration. This is a virtual event. So Ty, I'm excited to celebrate her. And she has moved on up the red path, the red jacket path. And she actually debuted right after Rosie. So Rosie, you're starting a trend here. And so she'll be celebrated on Monday, and it's a virtual event. So the information is there on it. And so it's not going to be our typical skincare night. It's going to be a celebration of red. And so we will get to celebrate Ty the same way she kind of came and celebrated with us too. But this is her personal celebration that she's doing. And when you get into red, you will get one of those celebrations, not like Rosie. That's like directorship. Next thing, when we get director, that's when I'm going to throw it all out again for you guys. So we want to see more directors definitely rise up. So if you know that you're one of them, we're going to definitely say, put your name down and be one of our chosen ones or director for or this will be our first for the area. You know, we have not debuted a director yet, so this will be the first. So I wanted to also welcome some of our newest girls. They're not on here. Yeah, I don't think they're on, but I wanted to read their oath. So since they're not here, we're not going to read it, but I know Shalia, we didn't get to read yours, and Rosie, so I'll go ahead and read it just for you guys. But we have Betty. We want to welcome her. She's one of our newest members. And the other person, there's one more that I wanted to welcome. And when you see their names, at least you can say, oh yeah, she's the new consultant that came on. Hold on. That came on. So Nordia is our newest team member as well. So far we have 2 for the month. Now, here's what I said. Last month was probably by far the best month in recruiting that we ever had. And this is how I know that God is in the midst. So congratulations, the newest team members. Myself, I added Kenisha. Her name is Kenisha. Alex, also called Mahalia. Tasha was added by Kamisha. Frederica was added by myself. Kamisha was added by Rosio. Stacy was added by Stephanie, Julia, Kenisha, another Kenisha, Jackie McFarlane, and Shalia. Those were all added by myself. But the reason why I'm saying that is because you guys in the whole AAA area, you guys rocked it out. We added 11. And so here's what I'm proposing. I said, we could double that this month for sure. We can definitely, if each of those people decide they want to bring in another person, 1 or 2, I mean, for $20, it's now $30, but it is a good promotion and you cannot beat that deal. One of my wins, I had sales of the basket, but I also had another reorder. You saw Marilyn, she had like $800 and something in 2 days. And so for that investment, $30, why wouldn't you share that opportunity with somebody else? And so that's what I'm proposing to you. Don't feel like you're doing anything bad. You are doing that person a justice by offering the Mary Kay opportunity. And that was something that actually happened yesterday, where somebody that she's right now not active and she wants to come back and be with us is because she's been there. She gets excited when it comes on to the events and what Mary Kay has to offer. So you guys get to share that opportunity, and you never know how that may change somebody's life. Any questions, thoughts, or comments? No thoughts, no comments. Natalia, I know you hopped on after we talked about wins for the week. Do you have any wins for the week that you'd like to share?
None at the moment. I've just been telling a lot of people, like everybody that I speak to, I I even was speaking to someone, and then she said, "Oh, I am a Mary Kay consultant," and she told me who her director was. So I'm just spreading the word.
Awesome. And one of the people that I connected with, just by my eyeshadow, she said, "Oh, I like your eyeshadow," and she never mentioned anything about Mary Kay. But then after talking, we realized that she had been in Mary Kay before and was really passionate about working with the company. The other thing we want to talk about is what's happening February. Let's see if you guys remember what is happening February.
Feel the power.
Thank you. Feel the power. Let me share my screen. Oh my goodness. Listen, I cannot talk about this. Okay, Shalia, I don't know if you're able to share. I know she's on a phone call, but if you can just share like what it is like to be at Feel the Power. Okay, you're still on a phone call? You're muted? Okay, you're muted. Okay, she might not be able to. I think she's still on a phone call. But
can you hear me?
Oh, yes, now we hear you. Yeah, let me stop share so they can see your face. Go ahead.
Everybody, Feel the Power is awesome. This is actually my third time coming back into Mary Kay. But I remember the first time I went to Feel the Power, it was life-changing. So definitely, if you haven't been to Feel the Power, you need fuel to get through New Year, definitely make it to Feel the Power.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. And she sent me a picture of her with Gloria Mayfield Banks. So all I can tell you is that when you are in the space of leaders, when you are in the space of like-minded people that are going to another level, it's a different feeling. Because, you know, you've heard the saying, you're like the 5 most people you hang around with. Well, guess what? When you are spending the time, you're in the space, sometimes it's that one statement that that leader can say to you that can make a difference, that can make you come back home and decide to run with it. And so Feel the Power, they have workout in the mornings. Like I think one of the workouts we had was with the new MK girls. It's like a group, you know, we were dancing. The other one, they have breakfast, they have dinners, they have entertainment. It's right off the water. It's beautiful there. But not only that, you get the sisterhood, you get a time away. I like the fact that now they're actually adding a cruise. So if you want to go a day earlier, you can go on a cruise as well. But Feel the Power is life-changing. And so I'm going to share my screen again so you guys can see. Hold on. Let's get, there we go. So I'm going to share my screen again so you can see what it's about. I mean, these are not just any and anybody. My girl Pam Shaw, that's my favorite. We had a dance off last time. We were in the same dance group last Feel the Power we went to. Gloria Mayfield Banks is there. Joanne, is that Joanne? Juliana. And these are some top, she's a director, but these are some top nationals. And the training you get is incredible. It is just one of the most powerful events. That's all I have to say. And even if you don't go to any events, this is one that you must go to. Just like you have your mandatory meetings, this I'm gonna say is a mandatory meeting. Yes, they do still do the promotional materials at the beginning. When you go in, they always have like a table set up. I like they have CDs and they have trainings and they have like cute stuff with Mary Kay promotional things that you can get. It's just a great opportunity. And last but not least, A+. I want to talk about A+. Faces will take you places. But not only that, do not forget to enter your faces. I'm one of those sometimes that I forget. I do the faces and then I forget to enter it. If you don't enter it, you're not going to get credit for it, you guys. They won't know. Your national won't know what you're doing. Your director won't know what you're doing until you send it to them. Your national won't know what you're doing until you post it, you know, where you do the Google Doc that they send out. Make sure when they send that out, you are filling that out. Otherwise, they're not going to know what you're doing. All right. With that said, you guys were on Monday when they did the new products, right? The new products for the month. I don't know which one you guys are excited about, but I'm excited I'm actually excited about the fact that they brought back the Illuminate body cream. Can I tell you that this was one of my top sellers, not only for the holidays, but for Mother's Day. Because what big holiday comes? You have Christmas, you have New Year's, okay, you have Easter, you have Mother's Day. All I got to tell you, when they came out with the Illuminate last time, I might have to shut off my, so you guys can see it. The body cream, the perfume is permanent. The body cream is not. What I liked about this, you can put this as a package. The Illuminate, the body cream stays on all day long. Everybody that tried this, that I mean, it's a strong scent, but it's a scent that stays. It's an expensive smelling scent. So when you go into the Macy's and the, all of those top retail stores or department stores, and you smell their fragrances that smell amazing, but they're expensive, this is the scent you're getting, except we're not going to be as expensive. But also, one of the things that I do with this, and I'm telling you guys, get a couple of these for yourselves, for family, for friends. I had people that bought this, came back and bought like 3 more of the body creams for their family and friends because of it smells that amazing. Have anybody tried this yet? I don't know. Natalia, I don't know if it was out when you came on board. So it looks like this. It looks like this, you guys. So sometimes, even if you give it to somebody as a gift, you can even put it on here, just like the department stores do it, and you wrap it. I know, Rosie, you're probably already getting ideas, because she's the creative.
Oh yeah.
To give. She does an amazing job. So this by itself, it's sold for 50. Well, you buy it for 50 and sold for 30. Then, of course, I think it's 30. I know together they're 99. It's cheaper when you buy it as a set. And this is the perfume. The perfume, you do not need a lot. It is a top seller for men and women for the holidays. Men will buy it for their wives, for their fiance. I've had a guy that bought it for his daughter. I have had women that buy it for their moms, for their sisters. This is, I'm telling you, but find what works for you. Of course, you know your audience. So the reason why I'm showing you these things, you should have seen this on Monday. If not, you can go back and watch. But I wanted to talk to you about maximize the holidays, you guys. And when I talk about maximizing the holidays is, I'm going to give you some little tips and tricks that you can use to work your business. The reason why we're talking about maximizing the holidays, you just have a few more months, like, what is it? A month and a half or almost 2 months to maximize your write-offs, right? And one of the best ways to maximize write-offs is definitely through your products and of course your mileage. That's one of the top ones. So during the holidays, what are some things that you can do to get sales, right? First, you got to advertise. So if you don't have a website, if you don't have your Mary Kay website, or some of you signed up but didn't set up the website yet because you're too busy, listen, you got to have your website set up. Not only that, promote your website. How are you going to promote your website? If you don't post it, no one knows. I'm telling you, if you're not putting it out there, no one is going to know that you have a website. So when I post some of these videos, some of these, I was wondering why my head was so tilted. It's the camera. So when I post the promotional videos, add your website to it, you guys. I see some people posting, but not adding their website. Add your website. It's okay. Your VIP group, add your website to it. Have a post a catalog in your kids' school, the teacher's lounge. Carry catalogs with you, right? And these are just some ideas. I know some of you have other businesses. Take some of these ideas and work your, if you have another business, use some of these ideas with your other business too. You can advertise in a newsletter and local newspaper. I've seen those before. Those are other opportunities to advertise. They're saying when you pay your bill. Now, here's one of the things that I don't do a lot of, and I actually didn't think about it. You know how you have your signature at the end of your text message or your email? Why not put your Mary Kay website and your Mary Kay information, your email, your website, your phone number at the end of your email? And that could be your signature. That's great advertising. So, lady, let me just grab some. I'm going to grab some water because my throat's getting dry. Let me know some things that you have done. Oh, the fragrance is called Illuminate. What is it? Illumine. Let me see if I got that correctly. Illumine. Illuminate. And the set, it's sold when it's bought as a set, it's cheaper. So make sure you let your customers know. It's $32 by itself. All right. Now, what about some clients, some of your customers that you already have? What about if you reach out to them and say, hey, I'm doing gift giving this season. Let me know how I can help you. I have gifts for mom, dad, sister, husband, boyfriend, everybody on your list. I've had people shop right out of my trunk that I wasn't even planning on selling to them. And they thanked me because they said, you made my job so much easier. So wrap some gifts, carry them with you, and those can be your show gifts. One year I remembered I did some packages and I printed the pictures, laminated them, and had a little catalog with my gift packages in there. You know, so people, and had the prices, you know, like don't go crazy. Have 3 price ranges you could do. Some people want to do a 35, or some people do 50, 150, 200. That's up to you. So ladies, give me something, or tell me something that you did prior that worked for you. Let me just grab my water. Natalia may be one that can share because I know she's done.
Gift baskets always work for me. What I have been doing, I use the pictures from last year and I've been posting them, and I have gotten one person order 5 gift baskets already. He have 5 aunts, and this was random because I just texted him. I said, hey, I'm doing gift baskets for the holidays. Just let me know, if you need any. He's like, oh my gosh, I need 5. I have 5 aunts. I'm going to find out their favorite color and, get ideas, and I'll get back to you. He gave me the date that they're coming from Africa. So I'm definitely doing a follow-up with him also. And I've been, when I tell you everybody that I speak to, every single person that I speak to, I have been telling about both my businesses. And if I don't get a sale for one, I get a sale for the other. So today I also had, I called a vendor to ask about jobs for one of our clients. And I said, by the way, I'm a Mary Kay consultant. So if you have any skincare issues or concerns, or if you need any gift baskets for the holidays, I'm making some as well. And then I told her, and I'm also a photographer. She's like, oh, I need some headshots. Do you do headshots? So it's like, no matter who I speak to, I speak about both my businesses. So it has been working really, really good the last few days.
I love that. And you know what, Natalia? One of the things I heard you say was follow up, that you followed up with somebody. And that's the thing. Sometimes we don't follow up enough with people. And one thing I can tell you, the person that I met, that I really connected with yesterday, she told me, she's like, Kenisha, I was very big in marriage. She said, I would drive even an hour to deliver one lipstick. And I looked at her, I said, that sounds like something I would have done. Because it's not about, remember, you're selling you first. And so a client, when you're thinking of a client, they're a person, they're a mother, they're a father, they're a sister, brother. They're not just somebody who they're just spending their money with you. So when you go the extra mile, I promise you they feel special and they will stay with you for life. And so those same clients, those are some of the same ones when you're working on a big goal and you need that last push, you can reach out to them because they know that, listen, I know she works hard. She's driven an hour to deliver my products. She always has the stuff ready. She reaches out to me just to say hi. She she gives me a Christmas card. Those are all things that make a difference. And so a client is not just somebody that you're taking their money, but this is a person. And Mary Kay affords us the ability to build a relationship with that person or with someone. So thank you for sharing that, Natalia. Host an office party or brunch. Now, when I think of office parties or anything like that, I'm telling you, my guests, you are all gonna get something Mary Kay. That's, I mean, not you MK girls, but anyone outside of Mary Kay, I usually give them something MK related because those same people, and I tell you, this has happened to me many times. I give it as a gift for the holidays. What happens when they run out? What happens? So one of my favorites to give as a gift, if it's a small gift, I love giving the mint bliss because everybody loves the mint bliss, or satin hands is a popular one. So when they run out, they're gonna come back and reorder. So what you thought was a gift and you're giving away something, you get that multiple times over because they're gonna come back and reorder from you. All right. Any questions, thoughts, or comments? So what I would do also, make a list for yourself. So who do you plan to give gifts to for the holidays? In your family, your friends, your co-workers, make a list. And ladies, what I would urge you to do is buy from yourself. So I'm not saying to only put everything Mary Kay in there because I do mix and match my things. I use some Mary Kay. I put some inspirational stuff. I put, like maybe some hot cocoa, something nice and cute that I would love. I put it in there as well. One of the things they mentioned, wear your Mary Kay pin. Everybody on here should have a Mary Kay pin. Yes. All right. If you don't have a Mary Kay pin, put it in the chat and I'll make sure you get one. If you don't have a Mary Kay pin, and Mary Kay pin, how do you guys like my pin?
I saw that. I love it. Very cute. Very chic.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Rosie, for my very special gift. I really
You're very welcome.
Yes, I'm wearing it with pride. So wear your Mary Kay pin. And can I tell you that doing that, just put it on your shirt. Let me tell you, when you're at work, sometimes you guys are working a job, people can be looking at your pin and that's you sprinkle it in. Because, especially if your job doesn't allow you to talk about Mary Kay, the pin will speak for you. Am I right? You don't have to say a single word, it will speak for you. You can host a shopping show or an open house. Now, I don't know if you guys are aware that Mary Kay has an invite for you on, hold on. I'm trying to show you there's an invitation that they have. Oh, here we go. I'm gonna just share my screen really quick. They have a lot of tools, you guys, that you can use. Welcome, Miriam. There you go. So you can literally print this out. You can put when, where, time, hosted by, and that's your Mary Kay Pink Weekend. Like, they have this stuff for you. So you don't have to go out and create anything, and it is there. It is there. It's on Mary Kay In Touch. Right? So they have this, especially for the upcoming holidays, where you can do some of your packages. You can have, I would say, if you have package, have the product for them to try as well. And that could be part of your marketing. But I would say anything that you have.
No, está mal, mami. Va acá.
Just like in Macy's, have you gone into Macy's and you see what they do? they'll have the product packaged and then they have one out for you to try. So why would you as a business owner do something different? You guys watch what others are doing, other companies, and you can get ideas from that. What I would say too for the holidays, fragrances are one of the top ones for the holidays. So what you can do, some people spray the fragrances on cotton balls and put them in a cute little Ziploc, or you could buy those fragrance bottles. I have some here, and you can put the fragrance in there and you can put that in a little bag and have people try it. You can include those miniature fragrances as samples in your customers' orders as well, you guys. Oh, the invite on InTouch. It is when you're having an open house for the holidays. You know, you have Pink Weekend. So, you know, you have Black Friday, Pink Friday, Pink Weekend. That's what it's all about. So you're advertising. So if you want to host something, you can send that invite out. You can fill it out, get it maybe laminated. You can mail those cards out, or you can do a digital version, and you can send that to your clients. Did that answer your question, Celia? Yes, okay. All right, here's one of the things. I like this one. Give out your business card to anyone that helps you. One of the things I learned from one of the top directors, this lady's, I think she's, I don't know if she's 60 something or 70. She's an older lady. She's a prosecutor with one of the, I don't remember what state she's in, but she's a director. And this lady is always getting Queen's Court of Sales. She said, and I remember this years ago, she said, anybody that gets my business gets my card. So that means if your hairdresser gets your business, your dentist, the doctor, the gyno, anybody that gets your business gets your card. So one of the things that I've done for the holidays, and not just holidays, but regular, I have little care packages, cute little bags with a sample. I put my catalog, I put my business card in there. And when I go to a doctor's office, I'll say how many girls are in the office, and I'll give it to people. It's an investment, but it's worth it, you guys. I've gotten reorders from people I didn't even know. Orders from people I didn't even know. The other thing you can do, you can have your husband or significant other promote it at work for you. And I think this was something Rosie and I was talking about with her dad and her brother, that, you know, they can promote it for you. Like my husband uses the skincare products. That's the other thing. If they use this stuff, or hopefully they can talk about it, or maybe they can show a picture, send you a picture. You can create like a cute little pic collage and post it. So those are some ways that you can build your sales. Any other ideas that I didn't mention? Give you guys a chance to share. One of the things they mentioned is having a booth at a school fair. It's not just a school fair. You see, heard Natalia was talking about, she was talking with a vendor. What about if when you have any events coming up, you can look at Eventbrite. That's one of the companies that usually has show events coming up. You can utilize that as an opportunity to look for events in your area. So in your local area, what events are coming up? Call them. Can I be a vendor? And if I'm a vendor, what's the cost? And so it's an opportunity to get leads, but not only that, to get potential team members. One of the things I'm doing now, I don't wait to ask people about the opportunity. I don't wait to layer. I share the opportunity right on the spot. Because honestly, there are people that never see themselves having a business. And I never thought about having a Mary Kay business until I was asked. So, and don't assume, don't judge, don't think because somebody's in a big career that they wouldn't come in to help you. They come in even for personal use, for gift giving. They come in for those reasons, you guys. All right, what else? So we mentioned about fragrances. You could do fragrance surveys. You could set up display tables at boutiques or bridal stores. That's another one. Mary Kay has material for brides. So, that's another idea. If anybody is interested in that, you can reach out to some bridal boutiques, bridal stores, and ask them if maybe you can come once a week or once a month and do like a lead event where you get leads from the brides. This is a good one. Call your realtor with suggestion of Mary Kay new home gift packages. A lot of realtors will give their clients like a bottle of champagne, or they'll do like a gift package. Why don't you ask your realtor, if you have any friends that are realtors, ask them about doing gift packages and keep the price reasonable, of course. Now, what if they're not doing a gift package, but you could do like a welcome package and say welcome to the neighborhood, and you put your Mary Kay information in there. I remembered when I moved into my apartment, I got a folder, and when I opened up the folder, they had all these different businesses in there that put their information. Welcome to the neighborhood, welcome, and they had like carpet cleaning. They didn't have Mary Kay in there at the time, but they had all these different businesses. So what about if you did something like that? Any thoughts or comments about what we mentioned just now? We do have.
I actually like all the suggestions, because it's funny, because I am on Saturday, I have to sit at a community event for my job. And I didn't even think that nobody's going to be there but myself and the lady that's volunteering, so I can easily put some of my lookbooks on the table and my business cards, because my boss is not going to be there.
Oh, perfect. And,
Yes.
and you know what I've been doing, Natalia, at the events, and Rosie can attest to this. Hi, Nola. If you still have any of the dry oil, I've been having people try it, and I yet have to have anybody that told me they do not like
what? I can't put that on the table.
it. No,
And
you can't.
Yes.
Okay, but you can have somebody go with you to the bathroom and try it.
Okay. Okay, I'll do that.
But no, but seriously, what I like is it's something quick, it's not greasy, but it gets them introduced to something Mary Kay. And now they want to see more. And that's what we had happen to us. Now they want to see more. We actually had somebody that ordered one right on the spot, and she ended up coming for a facial, and her daughter, and she ended up coming on board. So that's something you can do. You can have them try. It's quick. All right. Other ideas I mentioned about the bridal, you can do conduct skin surveys. Some malls, they allow you to do setups. You could do it before. I mean, there's so many other opportunities to make money, you guys. You can go to motivational seminars and network events. I love meeting new people. And so when you go to these networking events, it's a great opportunity to network. One of the ladies I connected with one lady, not realizing that she was friends with somebody I met a week ago and gave my business cards to. And so that's why you keep your business card on you, because you never know when you may need it to give to somebody. You could do a silent hostess program with an out-of-town friend. Now, have you guys heard of a silent hostess program? This is when you have a friend of you, it could be a friend, could be in town, out of town. They could be a hostess for you. And what they do is they get the catalog. I actually had a girl do that, and she went on Target for her car in 1 month just by having a silent hostess. So you can have that one person reach out to her friends, her family. She has the catalog. And if her sales are, I'm gonna say 500 or 600, then you give her a certain percentage of that, or you can give her $100 worth of free products. I say give her $100 worth of free stuff because it makes it easier. You don't have to sit down and calculate the percentage. So encourage her, send her the catalog, and you can have her just get some sales for you in the meantime. And so she would be a hostess, but a silent hostess. So it wouldn't be an actual in-person event. Somebody suggested have your family members wear Mary Kay t-shirts or sweatshirts. Great idea. I've actually worn some of the MK t-shirts, or believe it or not, I got stopped in the airport because I was wearing my jacket. So people will compliment you based on if you're wearing MK attire or anything related to that. Yeah, Nola says she liked that idea. Which one, Nola? The one with the sweatshirt or t-shirt?
No, the one before that.
Okay, which one was that now? 'Cause
This oh wow, the one before you mentioned the t-shirt. Which one was that again?
Mhm.
Oh
I
wow,
know
it just slipped me.
I mentioned a couple. I know we said skin surveys and
No, it's down the bottom. The third to the last one that you mentioned about the t-shirt.
okay. I know it's not. I'm not going in order. I'm just picking a couple.
Oh, okay.
We'll go
Okay.
back to the recording. It's okay.
Right.
That's fine. One of the ways that I promote is I love my WhatsApp status. People are watching your status. You may not think they're watching, right, Natalia? They're watching. They are looking at your status. And I've had,
Sure.
how many times have people contacted you based on what they saw?
A lot of times. I mean, that's how I got one of my orders in Barbados. Was because of a status. I have people in St. Lucia that's been asking about it. They have tried it, but of course they can't get it down there. So I do have people that be asking about it. My friend just went to Jamaica for her birthday and she needed her CC cream. Oh my gosh.
Of course. And you know what? There's find a way, make a way. Natalia, I have Marie and a couple of two other people that are MK consultants that always go down. So if anybody needs anything, you can always have them get it for personal use. I can send it with them for you. So ladies, I know it's now 8:30. So any questions before we jump into our pampering session for tonight? Any questions, or maybe just thoughts, like anything that I shared that you're like, wow, I didn't know that. I think I want to probably take advantage of that.
The silent hostess. I have a couple people that I know are going to be very interested in that.
Ah, yes. Especially
That's the
if
one I
they're
like.
shy.
What Ola
That's the
was
one I like.
talking
Yeah.
about. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, that's the
perfect,
one.
Rosie. See, you answered her
That's the one
question.
Ola was talking
Yeah.
about. I could
Yeah,
remember
the silent
his-
hostess. Yes.
Ah, okay, yes. So there you go. Rosie, good reminder. So yeah, the silent hostess, that's a good one. Yeah, you'd be surprised. They come back with reorders like $600-700. And not only that, you have a reorder. You have reorder clients from that. So yes.
And that could be a possible team member too, because if you can get those orders and you're not a consultant, imagine what you can do if this is your own business.
And that's exactly what happened. They'll see you getting all that money and say, you know what? I think I want to be a part of this too. So absolutely. All right, you guys. Well, thank you so much. If you don't have any more questions, we are going to get into our pampering session. I always encourage, if you don't see your guests on, make sure you send them a text message or you can have them watch the replay. We are going to have a fun night tonight because I wanted to maybe do a little training. We haven't talked about winter. I know that, yes, in Florida, we get winter, we get 40 degrees for maybe 2 seconds, and then it's right back to summer. But during those times, there's some people that their skin tone may change based on whether or not it's a cooler weather, whether you're up north or even down here. During the summertime, there are people that their skin tones may change. They may get a little darker in the summer and then maybe lighter in the winter. And the same thing goes for hydration during the winter time. There's people that they will tell you that their skin gets more dehydrated. So I'm excited tonight because we're going to be talking about the different types of hydration that we have. And so before I do that, I just wanted to do a quick introduction and some recognition. And what I'm going to do is when you hear the recognition, we're going to have you just put a reaction in the chat, whether it's one of these little horns, or it could be one of these, hold on, let me see one of these other ones. It could be the clap, clap hand. That could be one of the ways you celebrate your sisters, because one thing that corporate America still hasn't gotten down pat yet is to realize that women want to be celebrated. Sometimes it's not even about the raise or the money. Yes, the money is nice, but sometimes we just want to be celebrated and that recognition. So what we're going to do is the first thing we're going to do, we're going to recognize some women tonight. My name is Kenesha Dixon. I'm the proud director of the Hummingbird Unit Future Pink Cadillac Future National Area. Yes, I'm saying it out there. I know, Rosie, I like that. I like that. So the first group of women we're going to recognize are our consultants. These are women that started their business. They're getting that 50%, whoop, whoop, 50% commission. I know Marilyn's not on here, but Marilyn made like $800 and something in 2 days. I mean, who can say they did that legally? So that's a group of women we're going to recognize. So if you are a consultant, go ahead and put an applause in the chat. I'll give you one too. I'll give you an applause as well. Because that's the first step. That's where I started too. Second group of women we're going to recognize are our seniors. And that's somebody who not only did they clap for themselves, but they also have somebody they can clap for too, and they share the opportunity. So if you are a senior, you have at least one or more active team member, that would be you. And so that's, give yourself a clap for that. Whoop, whoop. Next group of women we're going to recognize are these are the these are the women that are in the top 5% of the company, and they are in the coveted red jacket. And so if you are a red, just go ahead and unmute yourself and really quickly just share why you're excited about red jacket.
Well, hello all, I'm Rosie. I just recently became a red jacket, and I'm very excited just to see where I go with this, because I'll be able to share this opportunity with a lot of other women, empower them, and as well as make my life much better through service, basically. So I'm very, very excited about that.
Awesome. And what I can tell you is that when you are a red jacket and you go to events, it is a different feeling because the training, the women you are around, it's different. So all I can tell you, be a red at least, be a red. Just try to be a red. And what's the worst that could happen when you meet some amazing people and you get some amazing training, So that's what I would say. Everybody should always try to at least accomplish red jacket at least once in their lifetime. All right. The next group of women we're going to recognize and celebrate are our directors. And of course, I'm one of the directors. I never thought I would ever be a director. Why? Because I started for personal use. Never thought I would ever be doing anything other than personal use, but God had a different plan for me. And guess what? He is just continuing to blow my mind in what he can do. And when I decided to become a director, I actually gave myself a 300% raise. Yes, I said it, 300% raise. So what you're doing now, you're doing the same thing, except that the company now gives you a paycheck for that. So that was the best decision I ever made. And I'm never going to look back. I mean, if I look back, it's because something happened, but I don't plan to. But that is the best decision I ever made. So thank you for being on. Let me see if my guests, I have to just quickly, if you have any guests that said they were going to come on, that was the perfect time to message them and say, where are you, girl? We're getting started. All right. So I am excited because tonight, and you can, ladies, you can feel free to show your face and show me what you're doing or what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about hydration for the winter time. Mary Kay has amazing products to take care of you for the winter. And what we're gonna call these products are hydration heroes. But I do have, in addition to what is listed here, some I also have additional products that I use, and we're gonna kind of differentiate the difference. Who has ever lived in or experienced winter weather? And tell me what usually happens during that winter time. So Natalia, you get winter there, right? Because when I came up there last time, it was actually snowing.
It was, yes, we do.
All right.
And the skin gets extra dry, so you need more moisturizer in the winter.
Yes. So during the winter time, your skin gets drier. It gets dehydrated. And so Mary Kay actually has amazing products for you. Now, if you ever want this, what I'm sharing tonight is actually on Mary Kay In Touch. They have everything that you need. But what I'm going to tell you is that everything that they list here, I actually use it. So even though I have oily skin can also be dehydrated skin. Did you know that? Don't be fooled by that oily skin. Oily skin can also indicate that there's dehydration. And what actually happens is your skin will produce more oil to make up for that dehydration. So one of the first items that is listed here is actually the Clinical Solutions Hyaluronic Acid and Hydrator. And so this is more for like for hydration, but also it's also a plumper. And if you notice, it kind of talks about here, what is it best used for? It's used as a moisturizer. It's used in the morning and night. But if you want more, if you want more hydration, I would actually also combine this with my moisturizer. Sorry, you guys, my throat's like really dry. Hold on a second. So looks like this. You guys have seen this before. If you don't currently use, I would recommend definitely using the HA plus ceramide. And I think it's good to know about these so that you can share it with your customers as well. All right, how much does that cost? I know you guys know the price off the top of your head. How much does it cost? Next time we're going to do a scavenger hunt. We'll see who first can tell me the price. It's actually $38. All right. During our winter months, next thing, not just winter, but anytime, but especially during those times, the calming facial milk. The Clinical Solutions facial milk is one of my favorites as well. It helps with if you have skin irritation, but if you want that extra hydration before your daily moisturizer, it is something that you can add as well. I always call it a mama's milk for your face. So it does provide the hydration, and especially if you're using retinol, it is great to use with that. But even if you're not using retinol and you just want to use this alone, it is good enough for that. And it also has squalene in there, which is a great ingredient that helps with that. All right. Now, I have to tell you something. The natural nourishing oil, let me stop share for a second. Who actually uses this nourishing oil? I don't know who on here. You could just put a thumbs up if you're one of the ones that uses it. The Bomb Diggity. I'm going to tell you why. It's one of my favorites. I do use it. It can also be used on your hair, on the ends of your hair. It has sesame oil. It has almond oil. It has vitamin E in there. I mean, these are natural. It's part of our, part of our organic line, you guys. Great product. I have a lady that's sensitive to a 3D moisturizer. Sent this to her along with my favorite, the moisturizing stick. Moisturizing stick is amazing, by the way. And she now can use it without getting any skin irritation. So you got to find what works for your clients. Winter time. So we mentioned the moisturizing stick. Oh, by the way, the nourishing oil can be used on your cuticles, elbows, and even the ends of your hair. So you can mention to your clients the uses of that. It's not just on your face. You can use it all over. We mentioned the nourishing stick, the moisturizing stick. That's also of organic background. And so it's natural. And if somebody's sensitive, that's something they can use as well. Do I use this? Yes. It kind of gives you that luminous look. And I do use it underneath my regular moisturizer because I want with my moisturizer, I want the effect of the sunscreen. All right. How many people actually use the moisture renewing gel mask? How many people? I'm going to show you so that you guys know, realize I'm telling the truth. This is mine. It is, oh, Miriam says yes. If you have not used this, oh my goodness, it is incredible. And this, you can actually sleep in it. So you can put it on overnight. And when you wake up, you will see the difference in your skin. So imagine during those winter, those dry months, you want that extra nice glow. This is something great to use because when you're sleeping, that's when your skin tends to get more dehydrated as well at nights. So that is one of the ones I would add. Now you can use it along with the charcoal mask, but tonight we're talking about hydration. So it can be a standalone item, or you can do multi-masking where you use the charcoal in your oily areas, and then you can use this in the areas that tends to be drier. All right, now one of the ones that I wanted to show you, which I know I've talked about this before, the oil-free hydrating gel mask. Oil-free hydrating gel, or the intense moisturizing cream. Now, who on here actually uses this? This one is the one. So it looks like this. It doesn't have any fragrance, but it locks in moisture. Let me tell you, one of the persons I saw use this for the first time was Lori Hoggs. She is a makeup artist, but she loves Mary Kay and she uses almost everything Mary Kay. She's an international makeup artist. She uses this, you guys, over. So once you put on your moisturizer, you put that on to lock it in. You get up to 12 hours of hydration. But what I like about this is that it also has, I believe it has acai berry in there. And I've had great results, great feedback from clients when it comes on to using this. So if you don't use this, I would say, let me share it again so you can see. So if you tend to, okay, here it is. So this one is the intense one. So if you tend to have very dry skin, they recommend this one. If you tend to have oily skin, normally, then they recommend this one as for people with oily skin. And it's non-comedogenic, fragrance free. But if you use this underneath your makeup, you see, I mean, the way it looks, it's just different. It really brings out your makeup. And last but not least, under that umbrella of hydration, and I do have a couple more I'm going to mention, is the extra emollient night cream. Rosie, I don't know if you remember the lady that came to us and was telling us how her son had a patch that would not disappear. He had a dry patch and he has eczema. And she bought it for herself. And she said, you know what, let me put a little bit of that emollient cream. Let me tell you, she said she could not believe that it actually went away because he has had it for so long. This one is mine as well. Yes, I do use it. I sometimes combine this with my lotion. I use it on my elbows. I use it on my knees. I use it on my heel. Extra emollient night cream is one of the ones that helps with moisturization as well. All right, tell me, you guys, before I jump into some of my other stuff, what do you use to hydrate? What are some of your Mary Kay favorites? So, what are some of your favorite hydrated items that you use. So you can put it in the chat. Oh, Miriam says to use it for her eczema. Oh, the gel mask. Yes, Miriam, the gel mask is amazing. That's actually this one, right? This is the one you're talking about. So the hydrating mask. Oh no, the gel mask is the one that I just showed you. The moisturizing renewing gel mask. Yeah, that one's good. So I know they didn't mention this because that table probably came out before these came out. But this one, I use this for hydration. The hydrating sheets. It comes in a box of 8. So it looks like this. Comes in a box of 8. What about these for the holidays? I mean, you can actually, in any of your packages, you could fold up one of these and you can stick this in there, and that could be one of your gifts, you know, one of your additions to one of your gift packages. So this is one of the ones I would use for hydration. And guess what this has in there, you guys? I don't know if you know, glycerin. So glycerin actually helps to moisturize, and it's great for your skin. All right, this. So the other one that I like for moisturization, but also it actually is a lifting serum, the biocellulose mask. What I like about the mask is that it has coconut water. So do you know that coconut water is one of the best ways to get hydrated? So not just internally, but to imagine to be able to get that from your face mask, which is Korean influence. The other thing, I'm going to tell you a secret. Once I've used this, like say I squeeze over the gel and it's gotten on the face mask, I put that on my face. There's extra juice in here, you guys. So I put this in a Ziploc bag and I seal it, and I go on other days and I use that juice from that extra, and I use that to help moisturize my face. And this one you can leave it on for 10 minutes. Yeah, you can leave this on for 10 minutes. The biocellulose, they recommend 30 minutes. So you could probably put on some music, light some candles. 30 minutes later, you have nicely moisturized face. And then last but not least is during those winter months, you need to exfoliate, you guys. Exfoliation using the sugar scrub, which is the satin lips. And by the way, it's especially with Christmas coming, mistletoe, you don't want to be kissing nobody on the mistletoe with chapped lips. So you got to have the scrub that takes off the dead skin. And then of course the balm comes with that, and the balm helps to moisturize. I actually have clients in New York that asked me about the satin lips, or they were complaining that during the winter time, their lips would crack, they would dry, they would start bleeding. So the satin lips is great for that. And so that was it for hydration. But here's what I like to do. Once I've hydrated, hydration also includes moisturizing. So once I've done that, the last thing I usually put on, if it's in the daytime, I put on my day cream with SPF. And I also use the day cream for the Time Eyes Repair line. So this one is actually the night cream, but I do have the day cream that I use from the Time Eyes Repair line. And then at night, we use the night cream from the 3D line. So I'll show you what that looks like. So that's also part of your hydration. Make sure you're moisturizing. So that is the night cream from the 3D line. And then of course, this is the night cream from the Time Eyes Repair line. And that also helps with keeping your skin nice and moisturized. If you do have dry skin, you guys, do not use the stuff that's designed only for people with combination to oily. So like if you notice, our 3D stuff has a purple and it has a pink. Let me see. Oh, so the pink one would look something like, where is it? I'll show you so you see the difference. So this one is a pink lining. So in the 3D line, that's the one that's geared for people with dry skin. And in the 3D line again, that's geared for people with combination oily skin. So that makes a difference in terms of how much moisturization you are going to get. All right, any questions? Any questions about what I shared tonight, what I showed you in regards to the, hold on, let me get my, I'm sharing my screen so you can see. So you're not obligated. So if you're catching the replay, you're not obligated to take anything home, but if there's something you see and you like, you can absolutely connect with your consultant, talk to her about trying the products. The products are 100% guaranteed, which means that if you try it, you don't like it, the company will give you your money back, or you can exchange it for something else. And so these are just the prices, which is very reasonable because they last, you could get a good 2 to 3 months out of everything. And if you're buying other high-end products, you're spending way more, you guys, way more. So the first set that's here, that is the Time Rise Repair set, that's $215. The Miracle set, that's with the Microderm. The 3D Miracle set, that was what I kind of mentioned tonight. So that does not include the microdermabrasion, but if you just want the set alone, you can do it that way. We also have the basic set, which includes the cleanser and moisturizer, but also you have all the different other skincare that we mentioned tonight. The natural set, the the retinol set, that also, again, they just feature these. It doesn't mean that you have to get a set, but you can definitely mix and match. Talk with your consultant about what works for you or what your needs are, and then she can help you to make the right decision to get the right products. All right, so any questions, thoughts, or comments? Was there something that I shared tonight that maybe you're not using that you're thinking of trying to use, you guys? No. All right.
I like the that night cream gel that you mentioned. Let me see which one with it. I was thinking of using it, but I wasn't too sure about it. It's the, let me see if I can find it here.
Is it the
It's just,
hydrating gel?
yes.
Is it this one?
I'm
Yes.
Okay, that's the one that you're using, right, Miriam?
I use that a lot, but the one that you showed that comes like in a little it was like
Isn't it a liquid
there
tube?
was a dry one and there was no, it wasn't a tube. One was like for dry skin and one was for oily skin. So
Okay, is it
had
this
no
the one?
fragrance.
The Intense Moisturizing Cream?
Yeah, this the third two from the last, the pink one. That
Okay,
one
this
I
one.
want. Yeah, the Intense Moisturizing Cream.
Got you.
I know a couple clients that could use that. I was not really familiar with that, I must say. I had the oil-free hydrating gel for clients, but I didn't know about the Intense Moisturizing Cream. So shame on me for that.
It is actually awesome. Like I said, is that the one you were talking about, Noel, or you were talking about the one in the tube?
One in the tube.
Okay, yeah, they're both good. So the one in the tube, I would say try that. You can sleep in it and wake up and you will see a difference. Or if you put it on, you would do it for 10 minutes. You could put it in the areas that you tend to be dry, and then you could put the charcoal mask in your T-zone.
Okay, good. Yeah.
Yeah, it works together.
The information is good, yeah, because I want to know more about the products so I can I can tell my clients more about them. So this is good.
Yes, and I can tell you that the more you use the stuff and try it out, the more you're gonna, when people ask you, what do you have for this or what do you have for that, you can honestly mention, oh yeah, we have this that works, or if it works with a client, you can use that as a testimony as well.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, well, One thing I do want to share, and I know you've probably heard this before, but I think it's great when you hear it all over again. And that was one of the things that when I used to go to my meetings, I would always stay until the very end. The reason why, and this was something I learned from our national, she said, you may hear the marketing 1,000 times, but when you have your own unit, it's all of a sudden you start speaking that language. And so I'm just going to share one of the reasons why you've probably heard my story before. I started Mary Kay. I'm going to be honest, I started because I just wanted half off for everything. Didn't know what I was getting into. And really I was working a lot of hours, and I was working a lot of hours when I got home, because I would take work, my pile of notes. This was when we did handwritten notes. My pile of notes would be like this because I would see all Medicare patients, and my work was never done. I'm telling you, I would work 12-hour shifts, and then I would go home. I would be up till 1 in the morning, you guys. And I honestly was like losing my passion. And I remembered when somebody mentioned that I should do it. She said, yeah, you should go ahead and do it, Kenisha. I signed up, and I have to tell you, that was the best decision I made 11 years ago, you guys. It's changed my life for the better. It's the network of people that I have. It's because of Mary Kay that I've met them. I've met some amazing friends. I have done things. I mean, I now take risks when it comes on to business. I normally don't do that. I'm normally a shy person, and Mary Kay has given me the opportunity, the platform to get out of that shyness and realize that you're not going to accomplish anything by keeping your mouth closed. And so the other thing Mary Kay has given me, the tax write-offs, that made a big difference in my life, I have to tell you. But not only that, Mary Kay, it gave me you guys that cheered me on. I didn't even have the Applause magazine, and I had one director, I met her one time, that messaged me on Facebook and said, girl, you're in the Applause magazine. And one of my other directors that's in another area, she messaged me and said, girl, you're in the Applause. Or to see you guys, Natalia and Marilyn celebrating, and just seeing our picture there, it's a symbol that we're about to get into another realm, you guys. So I just love being a part of the sisterhood. I love going on the trips. Nola, I think you came on after we talked about Feel the Power. I love traveling with you. I love traveling with my sisters. We have so much fun when we go on the road. We're roommates when we go to events. We sleep in the same room. We go out, and we just have a grand time. And that's why I'm telling you, no matter what, I will always be with Mary Kay. Even if whatever happens, I will always be, God's willing, I'll always be here, because I know that by being here, I'm doing his work. And he has been so faithful to me. He has made promises, and he has never turned back. And so this has given me the opportunity to pour into others, to lift them up, to celebrate their wins, to see the gift that they have and enjoy them and celebrate them, to love on their children. I'm telling you, it really has been a journey. And so if you had to do it all over again, just like people renew their vows, do it again. Would you do it again? Just ask yourself that question. Why? If I would do this all over again, what would be my reason? Why would I fall in love with this business all over again? And maybe it's different from when you started originally, and that's okay. But why not share it with others? And so if you're catching the replay, if you want to be a part of the sisterhood, what we're all about, where we're going, because I know God's going to pour into us more than we can even imagine, then I would say talk to your consultant and give it a try for the $30. Or I know my national, she doesn't like mentioning the 30, or if you want to do it for the 130, you get a website, you get ProPay, you get a back office, and you get me. I come and I pour into you, and I show you, I give you tips, tricks, how to work your business, and how to make the best decision when it comes on to business. So I hope this inspires you. And if you had to, I would say write it down tonight. If you had to do it all over again, what would be your reason why? What would be your reason why? And so I thank you so much. Before we finish tonight, I wanted to just I have a new consultant, Mary Kay O, that I wanted to share. And so let me share. I'm going to share my screen, and you guys can, if you are new, you can kind of say it with me as well. And if you don't have your pin, remember I mentioned that you probably want to let me know so I can get one mailed out to you. So Mary Kay O. Miriam, you don't have a pin? All right.
No, I have a pen. I just wanted to say something to you.
Go ahead.
I want to thank you because I always learn so much with you, and
Oh.
and in answer to if I had to do this all over again, why would I do it? I started it for again the half off of the products because I use a lot of Mary Kay, but it would be for the sisterhood. The
Awesome.
sisterhood is just so incredible, you know, with this. And when I joined actually on Saturday is my anniversary with
Wow.
Mary Kay. And when I signed up in Florida, I was visiting.
I remember I
Came
met
back
you.
to
You were
Puerto
at
Rico.
Monica's house.
Yep. And that's where I learned the makeup tips. Yeah, I've always learned from you. Every time I'm with you or on a Zoom with you, I learned something from you. And I came back to Puerto Rico and I was all by myself, but I had that sisterhood of people calling me, Beth and Ty, which is my upline. She is awesome. You know, I felt like I belonged, even though I was so far away.
Yes.
Pandemic.
You inspire us, Miriam. You really inspire us because, you know, Miriam will have a earthquake, and Miriam's like doing facials probably in the dark. I mean, you really, you know, you had surgery and you're in the hospital bed and you're talking to the nurse about Mary Kay. And I'm like, man, Miriam, you inspire me because if Miriam can do it, why can't we? Why can't I do it too? So we're watching you. I know you're in Puerto Rico, but really you think you're learning from me, I'm learning from you. So I do appreciate you, and just continue doing what you're doing. You got this. You got this. And you've had so many obstacles, but yet you still push through. And that really inspires me. All right. And so go ahead, Miriam.
I just said thank you.
Oh. All righty. So Mary Kay Oath, this is for the new consultant. In presenting this pin to you, which you already got your pin, I pledge, and you can say this, I pledge that I will give up my time, my knowledge, my energy, and my love to help you set challenging goals, to teach you how to achieve those goals, and to encourage you to become the beautiful, confident person God intended you to be. In accepting this pin, I promise to listen, study, learn, and put into action the things I'm taught by my recruiter and director. I pledge myself to give this business one full year of my life before making a decision whether or not it is right for me. I pledge myself to uphold the company's policies of God first, family second, and career third, and to conduct my business with the golden rule and go give spirit as my daily guide. You are now a professional skincare consultant with Mary Kay Cosmetics. And so this is my welcome to the new ones who never got an opportunity to repeat that. And so, ladies, let's go. Let's hop off of here and let's just run. Let's run, especially we have holidays coming up. Next week, we're gonna be having our session as well. But Natalia, I don't know if you saw December 8th, what's going on December 8th. I don't know if you saw my status.
No, I didn't.
Okay, I will send that to you for December 8th. But December 8th, you remember when we had networking with our motivational speaker? It's happening December 8th. And she chose the date. I know she's faith-filled, so I'm taking it and running with it. So
Okay.
yeah, you remember when she came, you said we should have that every week.
Yes.
So
awesome.
that will be one I would invite a lot of people on because you never know when God's gonna show up. You never know when he may have a message for you. So I would recommend that. But we'll talk more about that. But get registered, feel the power. Who else is committed to going with us to Nashville? Who else? I know I'm going to be there, right? God's willing. So we need a couple more people. I said I'm taking 4 people. I have 3 names so far. So I need another name. Actually, I said put more names, but we need a couple more names to commit and say, yes, I'm going to go. Thank you, ladies, so much. Lola, you coming?
Yeah. When is it? What month is it?
It's in January.
Oh, it's January.
But you have to, yes. So you need 10 team members. And so you would be in DIQ when you go. So what I would say, you just get 10 people and you would have to submit for DIQ by December.
Oh, okay.
Right. Yeah. Okay. But honestly, I went to my first leadership. I went in DIQ and it was amazing. The things they do for leaders, they don't do it for consultants. I'm telling you, that's why it's a good place to be. All right.
Okay. All right. Good. Thank you.
You are welcome. All right, ladies, I'm going to share the YouTube page. You can always go back and watch it. If you missed anything at the beginning, the announcements, if you missed that, you can always go back and watch. All right. Well, thank you so much, ladies. Have a wonderful evening. Bye, Rosie. We're glad to have you back. Dream big, you guys.